get into the match here for game
Hey,
one.
you didn't predict for a team.
Oh, I didn't predict for a team. Okay, it's Bren. I think Bren's gonna take this.
Yeah,
early
I'm voting for Bren as well.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
as long as the combo is not completed onto Omega, Bren is a very stable combo,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
they're gonna last until the late game.
If you're Esmeralda, it's very hard to catch the Claude.
Yeah, especially the hands of Carl Heasy, one of the youngest prodigies of this game, right? So we're in this, and I'm already thinking about the farm of Hajis. I'm already looking at the pathing. You know, where is this link gonna go to? But
Yeah.
looks like Fuse gonna have a hard time pushing out early game damage as they are getting hit on by Omega.
Yeah, but remember, the one who did the reaction here was Bren there very quick. Not just one, make that two. Goes for the dive here, done in by Revo. And yes, that's 2 for 0 quick onto the side of Bren.
Yeah, absolutely no problem for Bren. It looked very effortless. I mean, maybe they kind of forced Fuse to go a little further, just so it can become a little bit of a bait.
Yeah,
But it didn't become such a big problem.
I totally understand how Flapsy respond there and also Revo, right? Because their life are really low, right? Their life are pretty low on that part, and that's already a given that you will respond onto the mid lane. Just surprised that they really did commit to go for kills.
Yeah,
I thought they would just they just want to even out the health here, and
you know
that's quick cash in for Bren.
the thing about that is they didn't even have that super long stun. They did not have hard crowd control. So it was just Omega willingly fighting into the slopes
Yeah,
of Bren.
and durability by the way.
And the durability.
The Uranus.
The Uranus.
And,
You cannot
Thanos.
do anything about anything.
Yeah.
For now.
Especially once the Uranus starts speeding. Anyway, guys, it's gonna be a big problem here. Does Hajisi have the buff?
I don't think so. I feel like he's just missing out on a lot.
Ah, he got the purple.
He got the purple. That's
All right.
fine. So we are in here for another big one in the mid lane.
They're dancing around. There goes Guard Z. BMI in. Kites back onto hit. And the hit will be burned here by the members of Bren.
Yeah, Bren Esports looking a little bit more comfortable here with their draft, as we kind of predicted. They have that steady draft that doesn't actually rely too much on combo.
Yeah, you know, it's a composition that's quite easy to understand. You have durability in the front line. You have mobility for the back line against a lead. And you have very solid wave clear. You have very solid pressure.
Yeah, you know this.
Yeah.
You know this, Changa can clear waves without a problem.
Yes.
And they will. It's going to be very difficult for Omega to make a push.
Yeah. And if you're coming in from the front, through the front darts, very possible for Omega. You have to go to the Tams, you have to go to the Uranus, and you have to deal with the Chango.
Yep. Looking fun here. They're having a lot of fun. Bren Esports looking like they are just clearing waves, go to the side right after. And that's the power of their composition. I expect Carl Heasy to be really strong here in this game at around 7 or 8.
Yeah, there surely will lost this turtle. The jungle here for Bren is quite wise. They have their buffs up for the turtle fight. Just in time for it to be expired. And I think they will still try to come in. There is the flickering done by Lusty. Way of the Dragon also delivered towards the face of Genji. As a few kites back, Skirtsy swings in. Had Jay-Z along with Flapsy. Lots of Y in their names. But that's it. That's the death delivered against that Ling. And of course, answered for by his teammates. They exchanged the dams 1-for-1 overall.
Okay, that was a little bit too deep for me, for Flapsy. Maybe he got a little too excited. There wasn't even any big dying members on Omega.
Yeah.
So they're going to pay for that with a little bit of a kill. But overall, I don't think Revo's going to go down here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just providing vision. It's now establishing pressure. No lanes to worry really because the top lane side is already
wiped out so well.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show the power of Bren Esports on the side lane.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure. Things are looking so gloomy here for Omega.
Yep.
And ideally, you would want to take some few kills.
At least, right?
At least,
Especially with that killing spree.
Yeah.
And you're not utilizing it if you're not getting hit.
Yes. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage on the view.
Oh my gosh. And right now, Lusty, he doesn't even need that fighter emblem anymore. He's going to go for a lot of damage here on the heat. He goes down.
They're very much willing to take the control of the hit here. Doesn't have to worry about the durabilities from the Hilda. It's Lusty fully focusing his ultimate onto a support tank. Now for the backline, Flapsy close in towards his. Gertzy also saying goodbye. And what do you see? Nothing coming in from Omega.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, Shingo? Nothing as well coming from Kenji. He is trying to farm while the rest of his team is getting slaughtered. Yeah? They might be allocating the wrong people to the wrong place. Because if I had the Jawhead on my team, I would ask that Jawhead to just go and help people away. Eject people away from
Yeah,
the fight.
eject people away from the
Right.
fight. Actually, what you can just eject would be the Uranus or the Chopper. My problem here is that, I mean, Pew has been getting down with a lot of pressure against them. Kurt Z goes for the backup. Actually, Carl Z
Oh, man.
goes for the backup and goes for the kill on Kurt Z. And SB gets destroyed easily with a cloud.
That had a lot of rhymes in
Yeah,
it.
man.
I like it. These teams really seem like they're built for each other, no? So we are here and we are 9-1 in the kill score with a 5, almost 6k deficit.
Almost 6
for
feet on the
Omega.
deficit. Yeah, this
That's-
is, we cannot sugarcoat it. This
Yeah.
is clearly a one-sided game. And again, I just want to emphasize on the view. Yes, guys, Chago can be countered by hard engaging.
Yeah.
But again, if the engage is completed, if you are not engaging the Chango, she will be just dropping, meteor missiles to you.
Over and over
Meteor
and
shower,
over
just
again.
want the first kill should be
Look at
enough.
Lusty!
Look at Lusty feeding his feet
Dude!
onto the members here of Omega. Cool follow-up onto Pew. Nice counter there onto the dispersion by Ace. Still not gonna be enough though to defend this inner mid laner.
Man, you know what? When we came into this day, Lusty said we thought Lusty's gonna be like, oh, no more Kufra, no more rock for Lusty. What's he gonna do? Apparently, Lusty is one of those guys that have
Yeah.
a lot of hidden picks in his
Yeah.
pocket.
And apparently still, our pro players still does not check that brush on the side thing.
No.
Always!
No.
Nobody checks it.
No. I don't know why that's been
Yeah.
that's been a sickness of a lot of our pro players.
Yes,
right?
yes. If there's one thing that characterizes FPLP, it's that side thing brush, guys. Nobody checks it.
Yeah. Yeah, for the meantime, again, a lot of our teams, especially Bren Esports right now, so happy with the results. Even oh my gosh,
My
easy.
God, with a sticker into the face, forced the flicker out against Hit. Curtsy to the front line, knocking here under the inhibitor turret of Omega. They just want the minion came in, and Bren here, not actually pushing, just waiting for the minions. Goes for the inhib, bitter turret here down for the main, and Curtsy and GC gets hurt as delivered in from the meteor shower of you.
Yeah, meteor shower is just so strong, especially if it's from one of those farmers, especially if it's from you.
Yeah.
That did not get disrupted the whole game.
Yes.
Only skills for them.
Yes, yes. I mean, there's a giant. There's a lot of engaged heroes here, but that's the problem. This is a well-fitted composition. Lusty here, at least he did some nice position there to actually get the kick down, but of course he got punished quickly. Still, pressure from
No
Bren.
problem.
Textbook approach. They remove the top lane in him. Gonna be removing this mid lane in him.
We don't even have the Lord yet. They want to finish the game
They can
already.
finish the game. They have a well-fed Claude. That's down to Curtsy. This game 1.